The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that a familiar face is headed back to the CBS soap. Cassandra Creech will reprise her role as Dr. Grace Buckingham during the week of September 30 October 4, and there's a good reason why. After Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig regains consciousness following her collapse in the Forrester salon, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, will interrogate her about what's going on. Since Taylor has been hinting about how life is short and precious, Ridge may think back to those clues and worry she's sick. Taylor will eventually confess that she's dying and leave Ridge thrown for a loop. Ridge will insist that can't be right, but Taylor will offer updates on her doctor's visit in Europe and how she was given a heart failure diagnosis. Since Ridge just won't want to believe that's true, he'll push Taylor to get a second opinion. Taylor won't see the point of letting another doctor tell her that she's fading fast, but Ridge will feel like maybe there's still hope for her future. Of course, Taylor recently turned to Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, for a list of cardiologist recommendations. It honestly doesn't make sense for Taylor to push back on Ridge's second opinion idea, but it doesn't matter since he'll get through to her anyway. B&B fans will recall that Dr. Grace Buckingham is Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, and Zoe Buckingham's, Kiara Barnes' mother, but she'll be back in doctor mode this time around. That's not all that surprising since the last time Dr. Buckingham was seen on the show, she was serving as Katie Logan's Heather Tom doctor as well. In December 2022, Dr. Buckingham told Katie she was a walking miracle since she showed no signs of heart transplant rejection. Will Dr. Buckingham have some good news for Taylor too? Could Taylor have been misdiagnosed and actually have some hope after all? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Taylor will have her doubts about the diagnosis Dr. Buckingham offers, so she may not know what to believe anymore. Our predictions point to some stunning developments in Taylor's medical case, so stay tuned. CDL is where you want to be for great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so make us your favorite B&B hotspot. The world of the Bold and the Beautiful B&B is set to shake up once again as familiar faces return to navigate high-stakes drama. In particular, Cassandra Creech's return as Dr. Grace Buckingham is generating major buzz among fans. Her reappearance isn't just for nostalgic reasons, it's tied to one of the most emotional storylines the show has produced recently, involving none other than Taylor Hayes, played by Rebecca Budig. As Taylor faces a life-changing diagnosis, Dr. Grace Buckingham steps back into the B&B universe to offer a second opinion that may just be the turning point in this heart-wrenching saga. Taylor Hayes is no stranger to hardship. Having faced countless obstacles in her relationships and career, she now faces what could be her greatest challenge yet, her health. Spoilers reveal that Taylor's collapse in the Forrester salon sends shockwaves through her family and loved ones, particularly Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye. Ridge's instinctive concern for Taylor drives the storyline forward, as he is unwilling to accept the grim diagnosis that has been handed to her. Following Taylor's collapse, Ridge wastes no time in confronting her. His interrogation is born from both fear and love, as he recalls the cryptic hints Taylor has been dropping lately about how life is short and precious. Those subtle statements lead Ridge to the chilling conclusion that Taylor may be seriously ill. Spoilers suggest that Taylor will eventually break down and reveal her devastating diagnosis: heart failure, a condition she was diagnosed with during a recent doctor's visit in Europe. This revelation leaves Ridge reeling. He refuses to accept the idea that the love of his life could be fading away before his eyes. In typical Ridge fashion, he pushes Taylor to seek a second opinion, even though she initially resists. Taylor's reluctance to go through the ordeal of receiving another opinion seems logical on one hand. Why hear the same heartbreaking news again? However, Ridge's persistence and refusal to give up eventually wear her down. That's where Cassandra Creech's Dr. Grace Buckingham re-enters the fold. Longtime viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful will remember Grace Buckingham as the mother of Paris, Diamond White, and Zoe Buckingham, Kiara Barnes. But beyond her role as a mother, Grace is also an accomplished doctor, a fact that plays heavily into this storyline. Dr. Buckingham's last major storyline had her treating Katie Logan, Heather Tom, in December 2022, where she delivered the miraculous news that Katie showed no signs of heart transplant rejection. Now she's poised to lend her expertise once again, this time for Taylor. Spoilers indicate that Grace Buckingham's arrival will lead to a critical second opinion for Taylor. Could Dr. Buckingham challenge the initial diagnosis that Taylor received in Europe? It's entirely possible that Taylor's condition has been misdiagnosed, or there's more hope than initially believed. Dr. Buckingham's return to B&B in a professional capacity signals that her role will be pivotal in determining Taylor's future. As Taylor's story unfolds, the Bold and the Beautiful fans are left wondering whether Dr. Buckingham's second opinion will bring relief or confirm Taylor's worst fears. The possibility of a misdiagnosis is certainly intriguing. Given Taylor's initial resistance to hearing a second opinion, the plot is likely to play on her uncertainty, leaving both her and the audience in suspense about what the future holds. There's no doubt that this storyline will tug at the heartstrings of longtime viewers. Taylor Hayes has been a fixture on The Bold and the Beautiful for decades, and watching her face her mortality could be a deeply emotional arc. But could there be a twist? Could the second opinion from Dr. Buckingham offer Taylor a new lease on life? Spoilers suggest that Taylor herself may struggle to believe the new diagnosis, whatever it may be. As this plot develops, Ridge's role becomes more critical than ever. His insistence on seeking a second opinion for Taylor highlights his devotion to her, even after all the years of turmoil between them. Their on-again, off-again relationship has been one of the bedrocks of The Bold and the Beautiful for decades. Ridge's refusal to accept Taylor's diagnosis without further confirmation underscores his determination not to lose her. But, like many things in soap operas, Ridge's hope could either lead to salvation or more heartbreak. If Taylor receives better news from Dr. Buckingham, it could strengthen her bond with Ridge, potentially reigniting their romance. However, if the news remains grim, it could mark a turning point in Taylor's story, leading her to confront her own mortality and find peace in her remaining time. It's worth noting that Dr. Grace Buckingham's return may signify more than just a brief guest appearance. Her role in diagnosing Taylor could open up new storylines for her character, particularly with her daughters Paris and Zoe Buckingham already ingrained in the B&B universe. Fans have been curious about Grace's professional background, and her return as a doctor could lead to further plot developments that intertwine with both her family and the greater B&B storyline. The show's history of weaving medical drama into its romantic and family-centered plots makes Dr. Buckingham's return a significant one. Whether she'll bring good news or bad, Grace's involvement adds another layer of tension to an already gripping storyline. As Taylor awaits her second opinion, fans of The Bold and the Beautiful are on the edge of their seats. Will Taylor receive a new diagnosis that offers her a chance at recovery, or will the original diagnosis of heart failure be confirmed, forcing her to face a tragic fate? No matter the outcome, Taylor's story is bound to take viewers on an emotional roller coaster. Her character has always been a resilient fighter, and watching her confront her mortality will undoubtedly be a significant moment in the show's history. Additionally, Ridge's involvement in Taylor's medical journey could either rekindle their romance or test it in ways viewers haven't seen before. As they navigate this difficult chapter together, their dynamic will be under the microscope, especially with Dr. Grace Buckingham playing such a crucial role in Taylor's care. The return of Cassandra Creech as Dr. Grace Buckingham is not just a nostalgic nod to past storylines, but a key piece of the puzzle in Taylor Hayes' dramatic health saga. As fans eagerly anticipate the week of September 30, October 4, all eyes are on how Dr. Buckingham's second opinion will shape Taylor's future. Whether it's a misdiagnosis that offers a glimmer of hope or a confirmation of Taylor's worst fears, The Bold and the Beautiful is poised to deliver a storyline that will keep its audience hooked. Stay tuned to The Bold and the Beautiful as Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester face one of their most challenging chapters yet, with Dr. Grace Buckingham playing an essential role in what could be a life-changing moment for all involved.